हेलो गाइस वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। तो आज हम करेंगे 100+ एमसीक्यूज रिलेटेड टू माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी टाइम। फर्स्ट वी विल कवर द थ्योरी ऑफ कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर। द लॉ ऑफ डिमिनिशिंग मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी स्टेट्स दैट द टोटल यूटिलिटी आंसर इज B. The additional satisfaction from consuming each additional unit of a good decreases as consumption increases. The consumer's indifference curve represents the combinations of goods that answer is A yield the same level of satisfaction. The budget constraint in the consumer theory shows answer is B the maximum amount a consumer can spend given their income and the prices of goods. If a consumer's indifference curve are downward sloping and convex to reason, this suggests that answer is C the consumer experiences diminishing marginal rate of substitution. Which of the following is true about the consumer's equilibrium in context of indifference curve and budget constraint? Answer is A. Consumer will be at equilibrium when the budget line is tangent to the highest attainable indifference curve. A given good is a good for which the demand increases when the price increases. This will violate the law of answer is A demand. The income effect in consumers' behavior refers to answer is B the change in consumption due to change in consumers' income. The substitution effect occurs when answer is B the price of one good changes leading to consumers to substitute it with the another good. The marginal utility of a good is answer is B the additional satisfaction gained from the consuming one more unit of a good. A consumer's demand curve is typically downward sloping because of answer is D law of diminishing marginal utility income effect substitution effect, that is answer is all of these. If the marginal utility is 0, total utility answer is A is at its maximum. Which of the following best describes a consumer's preference in the indifference curve analysis? Answer is A preferences are transitive, meaning if a consumer prefers A to B and B to C, they will prefer A to C. When a consumer's income increases, the income effect typically leads to answer is C increased consumption of normal goods. A consumer is said to be exhibit diminishing marginal utility if answer is B the satisfaction from each additional unit of a good decreases as more of good is consumed. If price of a good decreases, the substitution effect would likely lead to answer is B an increase in quantity demand of a good. Which of the following is not an assumption of theory of consumer behavior? Answer is C consumers prefer to consume as little of a good as possible. The concept of marginal rate of substitution refers to answer is A the rate at which a consumer is willing to substitute one good for another while maintaining the same level of satisfaction. If the consumer faces a higher price for a good, they will likely to consume answer is B less of a good due to substitution effect. The concept of consumer surplus refers to answer is B the difference between the consumers are willing to pay for a good and what they actually pay. If in a consumer theory, a normal good is defined as a good for which answer is C demand increases as income rises. The price consumption curve shows the relationship between answer is A the price of a good and the quantity consumed of a good. When total utility is increasing, marginal utility is answer is C positive but diminishing. Total utility is defined as answer is C the sum of the marginal utility from all the unit consumed. Marginal utility is the answer is B additional satisfaction gained from consuming one more unit of a good. According to law of diminishing marginal utility, as more units of a good are consumed, the marginal utility tends to answer is C decrease. When marginal utility is greater than 0 but decreasing, total utility is answer is C increasing but at a diminishing rate. The relationship between the total utility and the marginal utility is such that answer is C when the MU is positive, TU is increasing. The law of diminishing marginal utility implies that as consumer consumes more of units of a good, the total utility increases at answer is B a decreasing rate. If a marginal utility is equal to 0, what happens to total utility? Answer is B total utility remain constant. The Higgsian demand curve is derived from which effect of price changes? Answer is A substitution effect. According to Slutsky equation, the total price effect is sum of answer is A, substitution effect and the income effect. In context of the Slutsky equation, the substitution effect shows answer is B, the change in quantity demanded due to price change holding utility constant. The substitution effect in Hicksian demand curve is obtained by answer is A, holding income constant and adjusting the consumer utility level. The income effect in the Slutsky equation represent answer is B, the change in demand due to change in real income. The Hicksian demand curve holds which of the following constant? Answer is B, the consumer's utility level. Consumer surplus is defined as answer is A, the difference between what a consumer is willing to pay and what they actually pay. If the price of a good falls, the consumer surplus will generally increase. Answer is C. Area under the demand curve and above the price line represent answer is B, consumer surplus. Consumer surplus in the perfectly competitive market is answer is B, maximized. Which of the following is exception to the law of demand? Answer is A, given goods. The demand for Babylon goods is example of which exception of law of demand? Answer is B, positive relationship between price and demand. The demand for Babylon goods typically increases when price rises because of they are viewed as status symbols. Answer is C. Which of the following is a true for Babylon goods? Answer is C, they are considered luxury items. Necessity like medicines are sometimes considered an exception to law of demand because answer is A, their demand can be inelastic, meaning price changes do not affect quantity demand much. A given good is characterized by which of the following? Answer is C, the negative income effect is stronger than the positive substitution effect. The bandwagon effect leads to increase in demand when answer is C, other people begin purchasing the product. Snob effect results in higher demand when answer is C, the price of a good increases, making it more exclusive. The bandwagon effect is most commonly associated with answer is C, luxury and fashion items that gain popularity. Which of the following statement is true about the Babylon goods? Answer is B, their demand increases as price rises because they consider luxury or status goods. The bandwagon effect is phenomenon in which demand for a good increases due to answer is C, the growing popularity of the product among others. Which of the following is an example of snob effect? Answer is B, buying a product because it is perceived as exclusive and prestigious. The angel curve shows the relationship between the answer is B, income and quantity of a good purchased. The price elasticity of demand measures the responsiveness of answer is C, quantity demanded to changes in the price of good itself. If a price elasticity of demand of a good is greater than 1, the demand is answer is B, elastic. Income elasticity of demand measures the responsiveness of answer is B, quantity demanded to the changes in income of a consumer. If the income elasticity of demand is good of a good is positive but less than 1, the good is classified as answer is B, necessity good. If the income elasticity of demand is negative, the good is answer is A, inferior good. The cross elasticity of demand measures the responsiveness of the quantity demanded of a one good to the changes in price of the related good. So answer is B. If the cross price elasticity of demand between two goods is positive, the goods are answer is A, substitute. If the cross price elasticity of demand between two goods is negative, the goods are B, complementary. The total expenditure of a consumer increases when the price is reduced for a good that has answer is A, elastic demand. If the income elasticity of demand is greater than 1, the good is classified as answer is D, luxury goods. The perfectly elastic demand curve occurs when answer is B, demand curve is horizontal. The perfectly inelastic demand curve occurs when answer is A, the quantity demanded is unaffected by changes in price. The price elasticity of demand is greater than 1 when the demand is answer is C, elastic. Substitute goods are goods that answer is C are alternative to each other and their cross elasticity is positive. Complementary goods are the goods that, answer is B, are typically used together and have a negative cross price elasticity. The demand for a good is most likely to be inelastic when, answer is C, the good is necessary and has few substitutes. The demand curve for the complementary goods can sometimes be represented by the L-shaped curve because, answer is A, the price of complementary good rises, leading to sharp drop in demand for both the goods. A vertical demand curve is most likely to represent, answer is B, a perfectly inelastic demand for a necessity good. Cross elasticity of demand measures, answer is B, responsiveness of quantity demanded to of one good to changes in the price of another good. If cross elasticity of demand between two goods is positive, then the goods are, answer is A, substitute. If the cross elasticity of demand between the goods are negative, then the goods are complementary goods. So answer is B. Then we next do the theory of production and cost. The production function shows the relationship between, answer is A, output and input quantities. What happens to the law of diminishing marginal returns? Answer is C, the marginal product of a labor decreases as more units of labor are added, holding other factors constant. In short run, which of the following is fixed? Answer is A, capital. Total product refers to, answer is C, the total product produced by a firm using a given amount of inputs. Marginal product is defined as, answer is C, the additional output resulting from addition of one more unit of an input. Average product is calculated as, answer is B, the total product divided by the number of units of an input used. Fixed cost refers to, answer is B, costs that don't change with the level of output. Variable costs are, answer is B, costs that change with the level of output. The total cost of a production is calculated as, answer is A, fixed cost plus variable cost. The average total cost is, answer is A, total cost divided by the number of units produced. When marginal cost is less than the average total cost, it causes ATC to, answer is B, decrease. The long run average cost curve is, answer is B, lowest cost curve that can be achieved by producing a given output. Economies of scale occurs when, answer is D, the cost per unit of output decreases as the firm produces more. Diseconomies of scales occurs when, answer is A, the average cost of production increases as the firm increases its output. The total variable cost increases when, answer is A, output increases. Marginal cost is calculated as change in, answer is A, total cost divided by change in quantity. Fixed costs are, answer is B, costs that don't change with the level of output. In the long run, all costs are considered to be, answer is A, variable cost. The law of variable proportion refers to, answer is B, the relationship between the output and variable inputs in the short run. The average variable cost curve typically has which shape in the short run? Answer is B, it is U-shaped. The point at which marginal cost curve intersect average total cost is significant because, answer is B, ATC is at lowest. The total variable cost curve shows the relationship between, answer is D, the total variable cost and output produced. In the traditional theory of cost, the relationship between the total cost and output is, answer is A, directly proportional, meaning total cost increases with increase in output. The average fixed cost curve is, answer is C, downward sloping. Marginal cost typically crosses the average variable cost and average total cost curve at their, answer is A, minimum points. In the modern theory of cost, an isocost refers to, answer is A, the curve that shows the combination of inputs that produce a given level of output. An isocost shows, answer is C, the cost of producing a given level of output. The expansion path in the modern theory of cost shows, answer is B, the least cost combination of inputs as output increases. The economies of scale in modern theory of cost refers to. Answer is C. The cost saving that occurs when a firm increases is the scale of production. In the modern theory of cost, diseconomies of scale occurs when. Answer is C. Average cost starts increasing as output expands beyond a certain point. In the modern theory of cost, the long run average cost is typically. Answer is A. U-shaped, reflecting economies and diseconomies of scale. The long run marginal cost curve intersects the long run average cost curve at. Answer is B. The minimum point of long run average cost curve. In the context of modern theory of cost, an isocost curve is typically. Answer is C. Convex to region, reflecting diminishing marginal returns to inputs. Isocount and isocost curves are usually together to determine. Answer is B. The least cost combinations of inputs to produce the given level of output. The law of diminishing marginal return is relevant to modern theory cost because it. Answer is B. Explains the rising marginal cost when additional units of the variable inputs are added to the fixed input. The total revenue is defined as. Answer is A. The price of product multiplied by the quantity sold. The marginal revenue curve is perfectly competitive market is. Answer is A. Equal to the price of a good. The average revenue curve for a firm in the perfect competition is. Answer is C. Horizontal at price level. In the long run, the firm operating under perfect competition will earn. Answer is B. Normal profit. The isoconst curve is similar to indifference curve because. Answer is B. It shows the combination of inputs producing a fixed level of output. The marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost. A firm should. Answer is B. Increase production. The long run average cost curve is. Answer is A. U-shaped, reflecting the economies of and diseconomies of scale. The revenue maximizing output for a firm occurs when. Answer is B. Marginal cost equals marginal revenue. A firm is said to be experiencing economies of scale when. Answer is A. The average cost of a production decreases as output increases. The revenue curve for a firm operating under the perfect competition is. Answer is C. Horizontal. A firm experiencing economies of scale would experience. Answer is B. An increase in per unit cost as output rises. If the firm's marginal revenue is less than its marginal cost, the firm should. Answer is B. Decrease output. The law of supply states that. Answer is B. As the price of good increases, the quantity supplied increases. A supply curve typically slopes. Answer is upward from left to right. A perfectly elastic supply curve is. Answer is A. Horizontal line. A supply curve of a good reflects. Answer is B. Relationship between the price of a good and quantity supplied. If the price of a good rises, the quantity supplied will generally. Answer is C. Increase. A perfectly inelastic supply curve is. Answer is B. A vertical line indicating that quantity supplied does not change with price. The supply curve will shift to left when. Answer is C. The cost of production increases. The supply curve for a short run production typically slopes. Answer is A. Upward steeply. Then risk and uncertainty questions. Decision making under uncertainty refers to. Answer is B. Making decisions when the outcome are uncertain or probabilistic. In the decision making under the uncertainty, an individual with the risk averse attitude will. Answer is B. Prefer outcome with lower risk and lower potential reward. Risk aversion means that an individual. Answer is B. Prefers outcome that involves low risk even if the potential return is lower. In the decision making under uncertainty, a person who is risk loving will. Answer is C. Choose options with a higher level of uncertainty and potential higher rewards. In the decision making under the uncertainty, a risk neutral individual would. Answer is A. Always prefer the option with the highest expected utility regardless of the risk. The expected utility theory assumes that individuals. Answer is B. Make decisions based on the expected utility, consider both risk and reward. The certainty equivalent refers to. Answer is A. The value of a risk-free asset that provides the same utility as the risky option. Risk premium is answer is B. The amount of individual would require to be willing to take on risky investment. A concave utility curve indicate answer is A. Risk aversion, where the individual prefers certainty over uncertainty. If the person's utility curve is convex, it indicates risk seeking behavior. Answer is C. The Ellsworth paradox illustrates that answer is B. People prefer uncertainty over known risk, contrary to expected utility theory. Ambiguity aversion occurs when answer is B. People prefer known risk to unknown risk or uncertain situations. Then, an individual who exhibit loss aversion will answer is C. Avoid losses more strongly than they value gains of equal magnitude. In decision making under uncertainty, the certainty effect suggests that answer is A. People tend to overvalue outcomes that are certain, even if expected value is low. High risk premium suggests that individual is answer is B. Risk averse and requires significant premium to take on risk. In decision making under uncertainty, the maximum rule suggests answer is B. Choose the option that with the minimum worst case outcome. So that's all for today. If you like the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.